Wow. Turn this up. Y'all know who y'all came to see. It's episode 33 of The Good Homies. You know who it is. The blackest one over them all. Pretty black is what they call me. Rod. I got my favorite country homeboy, Mario. I got my favorite beige guy of everybody I know, Danny. To his right, good homie Phil. We up in here, man. We appreciate the love. We're gonna always show it back. Like, subscribe, share. I had to spam it.
Hey, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
But how we feeling,
like
fellas?
Feeling good, bro.
Feeling good. Feeling
Happy
great.
to be back.
Feeling good. Feeling great. I'm feeling worried because my truck is parked illegally.
Yeah, that's on your mind.
And I just want to be able to go outside and leave when I want to leave.
It's thievery out there.
Yeah, I went down a while ago. You good. You back then. You straight, man.
It's still early.
Yeah.
We're going to mess around and start playing a drinking game for the people at home. And anytime y'all hear one of us not talking to the microphone, take a shot.
Who they gonna be drunk?
Man. I'm for one nigga.
Damn.
Who's
He
the
gonna
nigga?
claim me.
Huh?
You about to claim me?
Obviously.
Yeah, I figured, man.
You didn't hear
I
yourself a
ain't
second
heard
ago?
that time.
Oh, okay.
Which way did I look when I did that shit?
Man, I think you was looking straight. Still did.
Yeah.
Damn.
Over that motherfucker right now.
I don't know what bro did.
Nah, it must have been a voice inflection. I just didn't go up like I needed to.
Oh, okay. You feel like you was in the microphone, but you was.
Yeah. I must have,
okay.
Yeah, I
Got
must
you.
have just
He a yin yang
went
twin.
too low.
He a yin yang twin.
Hey, look.
Y'all seen them boys at SeaWorld?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of that.
That was at SeaWorld?
Man.
You gotta get a check, bro.
I saw that. I did see
They
that.
performed at SeaWorld?
Yes.
Man.
Get it, bro.
With
That's what they
shirt-
y'all- they
with
kinda
shirts
signed up
off.
for that. Full-fledged performance.
Parents twerking in the stands.
Oh, yeah, that's real shit. I like that. Yeah. They still got it.
Everybody
Whistle while you twerk.
late 30s and up.
Yeah.
Ain't no new booties out there. All right, we ready to get into these topics or what?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. So, I don't want to say how I feel about it first. I'm just going to put it out there. But the latest season of Squid Games just came out.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've been a day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I've watched the series, the first season, a couple of times. It was just that good.
Mm-hmm.
Then we came to season 2. Everything slowed down.
Yes.
Instead of people getting killed every episode, it was every other episode. I didn't come for that. I want to see death and mayhem every fucking episode.
Yeah.
So, this new season, which is actually the continuation of season 2, but they call it season 3 for whatever the hell reason.
Money grab.
Yeah. Was trash. But before I give my take, the homies, the good homies, y'all get a chance to see it?
I did.
The third season?
Yeah.
Yeah, this last one just came out.
I just started watching. I seen the first episode.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
It's like the second season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you feel about the second season?
It was okay, but like you said, for some reason, I think a lot of this shit is from the strike. Whenever they did that strike,
Oh, the writer strike during COVID.
everything shut down.
Yeah.
So we were looking at things that are months later, but that's how movies work. You make them a whole year before they come out.
Yeah.
And I think it fucked up a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But they made the first one during the strike though, right? The first season.
Nah.
That was pre-Rona.
Yeah. Well, the strike was after.
Yeah, after it
Rona.
had been made, probably. Like after it was written and made, the strike probably came after that. I did have a problem with the second season and shit. It was basically him coming back. Like that made no sense to me, dog. The whole time, like, why? You think you gonna go back and just stop this shit? I did not like that shit. So for me, the second season started the train wreck, really. But
Because it just didn't make sense to you why he was going back.
Yeah, it didn't.
You just want all this money, but you that full of pride, ego, and vengeance that it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back
got a
into
whole
the game.
daughter that you could have gave the money to, all that shit. Could have, used the money, reconnect and all, but
It's a bridge that gap. Because you was poor.
Time out. How invested are you into the show?
Not very after the second season. I mean, the first season was great.
So we could potentially have a full conversation about this last season, spoilers and all, and you wouldn't give a damn.
Yeah, I'm not tripping. I'll still get around to watching it, but I'm not tripping.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Yeah, because I feel like shitting on something and it's going to be the series. Man,
yeah.
highly disappointed.
Damn.
Yeah.
Highly disappointed. I don't even know where to start. It's just so much bullshit. I don't know where to start.
We can start with, if we gonna do season 3, we can start with the birth of that baby.
Well, it's some shit happened before the baby was born.
It definitely, yeah.
How about old boy watching his boo thing or the chick he had a crush on, just watch her get killed?
Yeah. Just sit there and do nothing. That was season 3 or that was season 2?
Was that 2 or 3?
That was 2, right?
Man, who knows? There's a lot of weak ass shit going on.
That was season 2, I believe.
It just be some weak ass niggas in this weak ass show.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Then you got the brother. So much shit didn't make sense. I'm gonna probably jump around too.
No, don't get your brother yet.
Okay,
Because I want to shit on him super hard.
Both brothers. I need to shit on both brothers.
Let's get to this mama's boy.
Okay.
The one with the glasses.
Yeah.
The little feeble ass nigga.
Yeah.
And wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. This motherfucker just scary the whole time. His mama was more of a G.
Yeah,
than-
you pitiful. Your mama had the goddamn. Your mama had to take you out. She say you ain't even. You ain't even worth these other folks. I don't know. Like
all the people that you was willing to kill or could have killed, you want to kill this girl
the pregnant lady.
That just had a baby.
that just had a baby, uterus outside on the floor
Yeah.
with one leg because the leg was fucked off too.
Yeah. Damn, that ankle was nasty looking. They made that look good though. That's about it. He was weak. The mama had heart the whole time.
I wish we knew these niggas' names so we can call them out. But that's gonna sound real racist. I'm like, wang, 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 wang.
Real, the
Yeah,
Asian
man.
guy.
Yeah, no. And
That ain't
then,
gonna work either.
fuck this, nigga. We still early on. And then all right, man. So of course, we got the stereotypes about certain demographic looking alike. But if you're not in that demographic, then of course you look at somebody else like, oh, they all look alike. Man, when I tell y'all these niggas was looking similar, they was looking mad similar. And then it's something to me. I'm gonna get this shit out the way and get it out the way so y'all can do something constructive about this show. It's something to me about when it comes to people who are of some type of Asian descent. It's like the men they have some of the men they have really how can I put anime faces. Nice, slim, slender, sleek. And so whenever somebody does decide to transition, you can't even fucking tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I thought that motherfucker died 2 episodes ago. Again? He came back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
People get tricked in Thailand.
Yeah.
And
My
Hawaii.
lady boy.
Hey man, that's what they was telling homegirl boy, lady
Yeah.
guy in the hey man, it's a
the
bunch
show.
of that in Thailand. We cool.
Yeah.
Now, that's the only one you can't get him mixed up with anybody because he was 6'12".
Yeah, 6'12", whooping niggas too, whooping ass all throughout the season.
Yeah, man.
Everything come up to him or her. Everything come up to her. She taking that shit down.
Yeah, that shit tough, man. And then for you to go through all that, find the exit, watch old girl have the baby, and then stand in the doorway like,
So,
hey
baby
guys, we got it.
Yeah.
Poke, died. And then it was the baby daddy that
The
killed him.
baby daddy for no reason.
For no reason.
Just because he got a bloodlust.
Yeah, he done.
Thirst.
Yeah,
Whatever the
he. I guess he built it up through the game and shit. But yeah, he done went crazy. He made it through. Basically, you know, he killed the person. It was a game where it was a escape. You got to escape. One team had to escape before members of the other team found them and killed them.
Killed him. Yeah, I saw that. That's like the first one.
Oh, and so you know, him and his partner, they team up, they find somebody, they kill them. Well, the other person that he was with, he had a good idea, like, you know, the more people we kill, the more money we'll make, you know, when this shit is said and done. They try to go on a killing spree. I believe they may have got one more person, or that I don't think they got nobody else. Nobody else until they get to the person that saved his baby mama and child life.
You talking about homeboy, the drug addict and homeboy?
Yeah.
No, they was going to that motherfucker slash.
They had more than one. They had more than those 2 kills. Because I don't
on
think
camera.
On camera, yeah, on camera.
They make it seem like they was going down through there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, they was hunting for real. But he goes looking for the girl because he told her, you know, once I do what I gotta do, I'm gonna come back, find you. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna protect you. But shit, he went looking for her. Man, that door was open. He came through, just stabbed the shit out there.
All right, from the whole Squid Games, now everybody be able to participate and answer this. Who was y'all's favorite character from the show?
The complete show?
Yeah, from season 1 to whatever, from whatever you remember. Who was your favorite character?
I'll say why. I'll say who and why. I don't know her name, of course, but it's the pregnant girl.
From this most recent?
Yeah, from this most recent one. Mm-hmm. Because it would have been old dude had he not took his dumb ass back to the Squid Games. Mm-hmm. But it's the pregnant girl because it seemed like the reason she went to the Squid Games was to save that man's daughter for real. You know? That's what it all came down. No, not the pregnant girl, the girl that was on the other side, see? That's that lookalike shit.
Mario said that shit.
You can find him at the Ashy_Dad on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok,
and YouTube.
and YouTube.
Yeah, but the girl that was part of the staff, the one that went there.
Oh, the killer, number 11.
Number 11.
Okay.
She came through. She did her shit. She really the main reason that the shit got busted up, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she put a whole kink in their whole shit. And I felt like the reason that she was there was for that little girl and her daddy. Other than that, I didn't know why she even wanted to go to the games. But in season 2, she had gave the little girl a lollipop or some kind of toy or something.
Season 2.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that was in season 2 when she first met the little girl. And, you know, she was
So
the
she
bunny.
circled back around to it at the end of
At the end,
okay, all right.
yeah, at the end, she circled back around when they got out. Mm-hmm. The dude didn't even know that was her that had saved her life and helped him, you know, get back or get money and get back to his daughter to see to it that she was cured, I guess. She got whatever cure she needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I felt like she was noble. She went in there for a particular reason and she got some shit done. That was my favorite character.
So we doing favorite characters. I'm gonna go with mine because this is who I would have been in Squid Games. The recruiter.
That nigga that was doing the little game.
Yeah, that would have been my part.
Slapping the shit
if
out
I
of
had
nigga.
to participate in real life Squid Games, that would be me.
Yeah.
Pop the envelope, whatever the hell you call that shit, and slap the shit out of you. And I ain't gonna let you slap me back because I know you need this money. I know you need some money. Wait, before you slap me here. You want to do it again? He was my favorite. He was constant.
Yeah. Let's go. That's how they get their ass.
Man, I like I guess I just like the idea of the boss going through the game.
Oh, the first one, the old dude.
No,
The front man that wear the black mask?
yeah, dude with the black
okay.
mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
Okay.
it's kind of like undercover boss, right?
Yeah, okay.
On roids.
But I don't know.
On them Chris Benoit roids at that.
Sheesh.
He was in the game in the first season?
Second.
In the
second
second?
season.
Because he was the boy, he was the old dude homeboy. 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, but that's the third season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This
He
shit.
got in close. He
Yeah.
got in close with Buddy. At the end of the second season,
Yeah.
he gets shot by him, right?
Yep.
Gets shot up.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I hate that you took my shit, but Frontman definitely my dog, and number 2 would be 4, 5, 6, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I fuck with Frontman. It's like he was, even when he told Buddy, like, look, dog, just grab this knife, dog, slit these niggas' throats before the games, and you win.
Yeah.
And then, nigga, 4, 5, 6, don't fucking do it with this fucking hero complex, and then have to end up killing these niggas anyway.
Anyway, with the knife.
Yeah, you still, with a baby in your arms, nigga, you could have got that shit over with,
Yeah.
been rich, out the way, but decided no.
They couldn't do it.
Man, what a fucking idiot. Matter of fact, he not even on my favorite characters.
That
dog.
old
Just 4,
man
5,
was
6,
tough
dog.
too, though. That old man in season 1.
001?
Yeah,
The
he
one that's
was
in the
tough.
hospital bed at the end?
Yeah. He was tough too.
Shit, he was funny too, cause I would have been like, old boy too. How many marbles? Shit,
Yeah.
all of them. You dying before I am, motherfucker. Shit, you damn near 1,000 years old. You about to die.
Yeah.
Give me the marbles. So would y'all participate?
Kind of question is that?
No, for real. Like push came to shove. You on your last. Would y'all participate in the games?
Stakes too high. I can grow a garden.
I mean, yeah, we from America. I mean, being on the streets of America ain't the worst thing.
The worst thing in the world.
I can go to a little shelter. Yeah, I can go to a little mission and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, I'm not doing no fucking Squid Games. What about you?
Nah. Like I said, only if I can be the recruiter, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want no parts of that shit.
I ain't
I
getting in
don't.
that
I don't want to be the recruiter. I don't want to be the niggas having to shoot niggas on the red light, green light. None of it, cuz. No, sir.
Yeah.
I don't want no parts of this.
But I like the cutthroat part of it. I think that's my favorite part of the show is when they get real cutthroat. Like when Buddy when they went across the bridge and got to pushing niggas.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
What you like about it?
Shit, because that would be some shit I'd do if I was in the games. I'm trying to make it to the end.
And you know,
Hey,
last week we asked about like the level of
trustworthiness.
trustworthiness, and he let it be known. It's like it should, even with people that he fuck with. Instead of it being a whole 10, I'm a 9.5 because I got a little bit mistake.
Yeah,
That's what he said. Then he said, and then like so. Okay, so if let's just say he was a 9 or whatever, and then
with niggas I don't know.
when it came to strangers, that shit dropped him down to like a 5 or a 4.
Yeah.
Shit.
But remember, it's an average though, because you got your 9 here, and then when it comes to
okay.
strangers, you 2 or something, or whatever. However you average it up, man, fuck math. That's why I'm doing the podcast on the couch. Tyler, the bitch ass creator, yeah, man, shit. Here we go.
I thought he was accurate when I heard his rating.
Yeah, you thought he was? Yeah, man.
That's who I know.
Hey man, I am who I am.
Some new motherfuckers coming here. He ain't just buddy with you like that.
I'm not.
He's not a nice person, bro. That's why I can't. That's why I can't understand.
No, in case
that's why
that's two different situations,
He's
brother.
nice. He just not.
brother.
That's
He's
two
not gonna
different
step out for y'all.
situations.
You're not gonna.
He's.
Talk to him. Talk to him,
You're
Daddy.
not gonna be trustworthy with these people.
Are you calling him fake?
No, he's just gonna be on our side.
I'm not fucking with niggas I do not know or don't particularly care for.
But here's the thing: with niggas that he don't particularly care for, they don't even know it.
I can see his face. I can read his face.
Yeah.
I'm like,
they don't even know it.
yeah.
They don't even know it.
Yeah.
Because they
He
don't.
in there.
Because they don't want to know.
That's what I was gonna say.
They would rather me be a friend than a foe.
Yeah, you should be able to feel a person's energy. I don't think you fake. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you fake it. If you around somebody that you don't like, you're not gonna fake it, but
But
you're not gonna just be on their ass.
All right, anyway, enough of the bullshit. This nigga is meaner than me. Case is closed. No. I don't see how people even. I just be so confused how anybody could like feel it in their heart and like have the courage to say with their mouth that I mean.
Because you are, nigga.
I mean, you mean, but you say it. He's like mastered the art of not beating somebody's ass. Like,
It's been hard. It's been a hard
like I said, I can read his face. I know he's like, he'll take a big breath. And just,
that's the face.
That's my
and just
dog.
look.
But that's why
You'll say some shit.
But yeah, but that's why I'm always in a place of peace and tranquility. Like,
This is facts. This is facts.
This nigga will do let's see, morning meditation, groundwork, 6 o'clock. 6:15, he could be pissed off.
Niggas is on my nerves.
Okay.
Think Phil might be on to something. You just gotta let it out, man. Just gotta let it out more
Gotta let
often.
it
You
out.
can't just be careful with it.
Gotta let it out.
Just don't hurt nobody.
You gotta let it out. And then when you bottle it up, the next thing you know, you sending text messages to your homeboys about fighting a battle versus good versus evil, and like wondering who, like how do I determine who's evil so I can go kill them myself?
Kill off the evilness in the world.
And that's not me, people.
Oh yeah, because you're not white.
Damn.
But yeah, hey, so
That's what they get recruited to. The police force,
Yep.
the U.S. military, and the Klan.
Yes.
Sorry.
and this
For what?
Huh?
I was gonna say, in this mask is just
White nationalism, buddy.
nationalism. Yep.
But let me stop joking.
You gotta put your shades down there. Wink.
I'm like the front man. I gotta keep a little mystique.
Mystique.
Yeah. This is hot revenue producing. So, and we don't have a team to where I can get these. Like, nigga, I work a 12-hour shift, nigga. You think I'm finna be in this motherfucker without these shades on?
I need to start wearing some of my shit be. But yeah, man. Speaking of nationalism,
I'll team up with Rod in the Squid Games.
Yeah, y'all can have that.
We'll stab some people.
Yeah, sure.
get
I
them
mean,
out
if
of
we
there.
was in there,
Get
I
them out of
wouldn't
there.
willingly go in there. But
What's
if I
your
was
favorite?
with Rod,
What's your favorite game? Like, just far as being creative, like, damn, that's just some wild shit.
I think my shit was the jump rope, honestly. Out of all the games,
Yeah.
probably was that jump rope game. That shit was pretty cutthroat.
And then these motherfuckers want to put a hole in the
Yeah, I could put a hole in the damn bridge, dog.
I think mine was the glass one. When they had to jump across the glass.
Yeah.
And then just fall through that bit.
One was real and one wasn't.
wasn't it the tug of war one?
Yeah. That was
Yeah,
wrong.
they did have a tug of war one.
That was wrong.
I think my favorite one is just the red light, green light.
Red light, green light.
Because that's the introduction to it. It's like they, for whatever reason, they like, hey,
That shit was
it's
wrong.
just a simple ass game.
Yeah.
Let's play. Shit. There's nothing simple about it, buddy. And they thinking like, all we gotta do is just go for it. Stop. Be still. Played this game since I've been a wee little child. Fuck around, somebody sneeze or fall or somebody just be going too hard and don't be looking. Then fuck around and tumble over and wow, oh, this shit for real, for real. That nigga just got capped right in front of me. Now everybody else trying to run. Now everybody getting doom,
Yeah,
doom,
that was
doom,
one of the
doom,
biggest
doom,
moments
doom,
of the
doom,
show
knocked
right
out.
there. Yeah.
It was.
With like the hysteria after that first person got killed, then red light, green light.
Yeah, man.
Like,
Damn, that
nah,
went
he
crazy.
playing.
And then imagine being a nigga like you on top of your game, man. It's a clumsy ass nigga behind you. Like you running, you doing your thing. I stop. But then it's like some calamity behind you. And now you get hit and now you get shot because it was just some clumsy niggas behind you.
Or you might not be clumsy.
Or somebody, or so a nigga like Rod might have been like, I'm finna get this nigga up out this mud. Yeah, man. But you didn't really see people being like that in that game because like it was new. They was like, they got shell shocked because they didn't really know that like, oh, this shit life or death.
Yeah, that instinct didn't kick in until later. Like, okay, me over you. That was after they realized, like, damn, we could die out here.
Hey,
What tripped me out about the second season is nobody listened to this motherfucker.
That too.
He the only person that's been through this shit, and that's real life. People will, you got all the knowledge to tell them, and they'll be like, nah,
Let me do it my way.
And then why the fuck is you so greedy? You get down to the last group of people. Y'all don't want to split this shit. Like, nah, let's go one more time.
yeah, this is the exact question I want to ask y'all. At what point would y'all have been like, you know what? Hey, yes, I quit. Game over. Like, hey, how we gonna split this prize money is enough for me.
Yeah.
Like,
For me, it would have been after the first game. Like, you know, I just got here. Like, you ain't seen nobody die yet. We get in here, they get to playing red light, green light. If somehow I make it out of there, It's an X for me the rest of the way. I'm pressing the red button the rest of the way.
Get me out of
Yes.
here, dog. I'm done. No. It's a wrap.
It's over.
So next question is, would we want to see an American version of this? Because they hinted at it with at the last of the show. Spoiler alert. Well, we've been doing spoilers the whole time. Yeah. But with the head guy coming to the U.S. to drop off some ducats and shit, and he pull up and you see this white lady slapping the shit out of a homeless dude.
Damn, I forgot that lady name. She famous too.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was getting busy in that alley.
Do we want to see an American
I would watch it. I would say I would watch it. Even though I'm not totally happy about season 2 and season 3. It still wasn't bad enough for me not to watch, like, because that shit is over now. So, you know, if they can put something together, American style, and the words match with, you know, what they be saying and shit, I'm with it.
Season 2.
And everybody don't look the same. You want some diversity in that motherfucker or what?
They had diversity in the last one.
If it's American, it's got to be.
All the rich people was the white people, and they had the little Asian people running around killing them and shit.
That is true. The Americans were sitting up there watching them die,
and betting on these motherfuckers.
That's how it would play out.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to see it. It will kind of be like American Ninja Warrior. How they stole that shit.
It's still everything. It'd be on brand. It'd be on brand.
I want to see how dark they can make it. Like if they plan on making it like a really sinister show, the American version, then yeah, I tune in. Like I wanna feel something when I watch this mug and not feel let down when I watch this show because of how Buddy decided to go out.
Yeah, I would definitely watch it. Like I said, just to see exactly how they would represent America, first off, just to, you know, see what type of shit they trying to show or whatever. But yeah, I would watch it. I would just say I would watch it. I'll leave it at that. I would watch that shit.
You watching it?
What, the American version? Yeah. I mean, I like gore shit, so long as there's some new ways to get killed, I'm with it.
So what did y'all what hell yeah facts. What did y'all, it's gonna be like Saw or some shit like that. What did y'all think about 456 and his decision? The main question I think anybody be asking is, what would y'all do with that fucking baby?
I thought about it. I don't think personally, I wouldn't have laid my life down for the baby.
And
I wouldn't have laid my life down.
And I got a baby.
Yeah.
She big.
And did he win? They let him win too.
They let who win?
Oh, dude.
Who was old dude?
That shit got
456.
That nigga didn't win?
But why they took the money from the last time to his? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was like, what the fuck?
Because remember, he
It
just
got
had that
all
shit
weird.
stacked up in his room.
Yeah.
all that shit, and they only took about this much out of it. Yeah, this shit got real weird at the end. I had to watch that shit twice, like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. Just to
Oh.
make sure you know where everything was going.
I ain't get the shit on the brother.
It's time. It's time.
The damn brother. I don't know his name. I wish
He's
I
a
did.
dummy.
This man done got a whole team of motherfuckers killed
Because he won't
Because
listen
he
to
won't
his...
fucking listen.
to get to the island and not do shit.
Yeah.
He ain't stop nobody from dying. He ain't save nobody's life.
Nothing.
He ain't
do
kill his
shit.
brother. His brother shot him.
Yeah, his brother shot him, and he had like he was going back to save his brother, though. You know, the whole time I felt like, you know, while I'm watching, I'm like, what is he gonna do when he do come face to face with his brother? Is he gonna, you know, is he about to kill him, or is he gonna take him with him? I never felt like he was gonna kill his brother. We ain't seen him kill nobody. He ain't did shit the whole time. But nah, he need to find his brother, but for what? And you know, it didn't listen to his homeboy that was on the island too and shit. But he, you know, like giving the benefit of the doubt to the man, you know, like, bro, y'all been doing this shit for 5 years or some shit like that. Was it 5 years later? But y'all been trying to find this island for a long time, bro. If he good like he say he is, man, y'all would have been done came up on some shit by now. So when the man tell you, yeah, I don't think he got his best interest. This man, he shady. Don't nobody know him for real. You know, he say he a boat driver around here. Don't nobody know him, but he like, that doesn't mean he committed a crime. That type of shit. Oh, he missed the benefit of the doubt.
Hey, let me tell you something. If my motherfucking brother shoot me, the only reason I'm gonna go look for his ass is to shoot him back.
Shoot him back.
For nothing else.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to ask you no questions. I ain't worried about what you been through. Nigga, it's a bullet for a bullet.
What did he do? He got in and then had to escape. Basically, he got in. Really should have died, but because they got blew up. But then they decided to just show him. Popping up out of the water. We ain't see him escape. None of that.
The most useless character on the fucking show. But he gained a baby and a whole bunch of money.
Put that baby up in the adoption, cuz.
Man,
take that money and go.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, oh, I got money.
Yeah, but Phil, you would have laid your shit down for if you were 456. What you doing with the baby?
I'm definitely not finna dive off that fucking cliff
No,
backwards.
sir. And then they could at least split the money, like you know.
Him and the baby.
But no, they couldn't have split the money. I don't think because they had fucked the game up. Everybody had got into it with each other, and it wasn't enough people that was left to end the game properly. I don't think only one person.
It got real muggy at the end for me.
This is how Squid Games would have ended if I was 456. Whenever I had built that bond with Frontman, whenever he was in the game pretending to be a character or whatever, a participant, and whenever he invited me into his office and took his mask off to reveal himself to me or whatever, and then told me about the knife, and it's like, I feel like I established some trust with you. And I know that the rest of these niggas sleazy and grimy as hell. So you telling me if I kill these niggas tonight while they sleep in their cots because they full and drunk, that me and this baby can get out here scot-free, I went with the slicing and dicing and slicing and dicing, nigga.
Yeah. That was the only thing
He had
really had to do.
he had to be Kendrick, Mr. Morale in this motherfucker.
Man, for some people that ain't got damn moral though.
Not one. Had to end up killing them niggas anyway.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah, you right though. He should have just did what the man told him to do. And then I was kind of mad at the front man because I was like, why you care about the baby? But I felt like he didn't really get no because he didn't get like you got a game full of motherfuckers killing shit, killing each other. But then his baby come and then he got soft. But
it kind of feel like the front man, he felt like he had to be there, but he don't seem like he just ever really enjoyed the shit. It was just shit, that was his job.
It's not his game.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah, he just had to manage that shit.
Yeah. It's not his game. Like he wanna be there or none of that. He was trying to do the right thing for 456 and that baby. As far as morally, he thought they was the people that should have survived. He gave him a weapon and he ain't followed through. Trash.
Yeah, that's one of those finales that you put in the book like, could have did without it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of shitty ass final seasons, let's slide into Snowfall. They just 8 years on July 5th. They made 8 years from the season premiere. And if you know me, Snowfall is one of my ones. But that last season
as a whole?
half of the last season.
Okay.
It was some misses, man.
Yeah. Rest in peace to John Singleton. I think shit would have went a lot smoother. Cause had he been living, I don't have a big problem with the last season, but it was like might have been like season 5
With the tiger?
Yeah, with the
About to
tiger.
say, didn't they have a tiger?
Yeah, that shit. That was a weird time in Snowfall for me, but no, I feel like they got over it though. They did recover from that.
What season did Lil Lee go to Africa?
That's the last one.
That's
Yeah,
what
see, they could left that by there.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't
Sitting
have
on that rock at the beach.
Yeah, that first 20 minutes, and it's just up there trying to deliver some lines. Like, he just doesn't have the depth of character or acting ability to carry.
Yeah.
Now go back to LA and be a gangster, man. Yeah, no, I haven't got a problem with the last season of Snowfall, but like just how it ended is I guess when you try to equate it to Squid Game or whatever, as far as like, okay, you've been with the journey of 456 this entire time, just for this nigga to go out like Buddy did in Sons of Anarchy. I'm finna just in the arms of an angel. I'm finna spread my arms and just let my bike go and just drive, just lose and drift in front of a fucking 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Damn.
Sons of Anarchy.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a spoiler.
Whack.
I mean,
You seen it?
Nah, but that sounds like a whack ass.
Yeah,
you to be that badass
man,
the
like
whole time.
they're like that's a terrible way to end the show. And then Squid Game 456, you basically don't want the game twice.
Yeah.
Second time you weren't even trying to win, you was just trying to, hey man, let me just go free these niggas, and niggas did not want to be free.
Nope.
And then Snowfall, so we had this situation with Franklin Saint, probably one of the greatest black drug dealers in the history of television. On point, smart. I mean, he's everything that you would want a character to be looking at him on television, how they wrote him, and just everything he did. Like, he really didn't have any flaws in this game, basically. You know what I'm saying? Had a beautiful family support system.
Tell it, black man.
Man, and it just kept his game real nice and tight. So the reason that we are talking about Snowfall is because we are at odds.
Yeah.
Like,
when you say we,
huh?
when you say we, it's just
Snowfall fans.
okay.
And I feel like, let's say, like, if it's 100 Snowfall fans, I feel like 99 of them feel a certain way. And there's one that feels the opposite way. So I was talking to the good homie Mario the other day, and this is a conversation that we had a lot, but we haven't had it in a while because Snowfall hasn't been on. But I don't even know how this shit started, but somehow 60 Cent came up in the conversation.
Yep.
And I think anybody in their right mind, anybody that loves Snowfall, saw Franklin's character development, saw how 60 was against it, saw how 60 got him in the game, would think to themselves, she wrong for that.
For the ending.
For the ending.
Yeah.
So let's just take it to Franklin goes through a lot of bullshit. Him and the CIA nigga, they get into it, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna take your money out your account because it's never really your account anyway. I was just letting you kind of borrow it, I guess.
Yeah.
And then so it comes to a point like, hey, go through a lot of shit. It's just $37 million that I can still get wired to my account. So when he's on the phone to wire the money to Franklin Saint's account, his mama takes it upon herself to knock Teddy off, who's a CIA guy, and Franklin never gets the fucking money.
Right.
Franklin then gets his first taste of alcohol
Yeah.
and just proceeds to fucking spiral
Crash out.
from a shot.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the point where we're now, as far as to where we have a difference of opinion.
Yeah. The difference of opinion is, for me, is Sissy. I somewhat understand people being mad about him taking one shot and spiraling out of control. I kind of get it, but that shit was written into the script the whole time. Like, his daddy was an alcoholic.
He didn't even spiral after he had the LSD at the wedding.
Yeah, but
He was on a stronger drug and still didn't spiral.
He fucked up. That's
he made that phone call to
he
Teddy.
made that phone call
But he
to
bounced
Teddy. That's
back,
what
though.
fucked him up. He never bounced back from the phone call.
He bounced back from the LSD. We're talking about the drug abuse. I'm sorry. I'm not letting you get your shit off. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Nah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. But he had the, he got a taste of LSD, and he made in my opinion, he made the biggest fuck up of the whole
Bodies.
Yeah, bodies. Let me call Teddy. Teddy, you's a whole nigga. I'm gonna kill you too. It's either me or you. I'm gonna get you out of here. Like, called his plug, his CIA handler, and somebody who was kind of untouchable the whole time, but he made Teddy feel threatened off of LSD, which was Scully's fault. That wasn't Franklin's fault. That was Scully's fault for lacing the whole wedding with LSD. But the alcohol abuse, I just feel like that shit, alcohol and LSD, that's two different things. And Alton was an alcoholic. And personally, I think shit like that be hereditary.
Yeah, there could be some epigenetic situation going on, but it's not it. That's not what happened.
That goddamn
that's
Bron
not what happened.
Touched his lips.
Man, that's not what fucking happened. Now the nigga that's on point like Franklin Saint.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Nah, some shit, you know what I'm saying? Some shit, it'll get you. You might not ever took a drink before or whatever, but if you prone to that shit, hey dog, that shit sent him off. He the whole time, he never had a drink. He never smoked. Only time he ever did drugs was not at will.
He had to.
Yeah, he kind of did that shit on accident. But this time, somebody gave him a shot. He picked it up and put it on his lips.
Yeah, he went to the bar after his mama fucked up his $37 million.
After his mama saved his life.
See, now here we go.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, let's get there.
I don't think Cece was wrong. She killed Teddy to save her son's life. I think if Franklin get the $37 million, he die automatically. This is the CIA. And Teddy's, am I wrong in saying that was that guy that was there, that was his handler, right? That was Teddy's handler?
Man, okay, all right. So you telling me if he would have wired the money to Franklin, they would have killed him right there on the spot.
Not on the spot.
But they would have killed him.
But he would have been killed. Like how they was coming over to that house and checking, like, they, like what he say, they know who the fuck I am. They know who the fuck he is. He would have died having 37. Like, he's a crazy alcoholic now. But if you was you had $37 million off of CIA dope money, you're a dead man. That's what I think about the whole shit. They would have killed him if he got that $37 million from Teddy. If that shit was able to be wired and other people know, like I said, she would have had to kill Teddy and the other guy that was there in order for Franklin to make it. And I still feel like
this is why
they would have known.
So this is why I disagree with you then, right? Because if she knew she was going to do that the whole time, Franklin had no idea, wait for the transfer to go through and then pop them two niggas in. And then what?
But I'm that's why I think she didn't do it. She never wanted him to have that money because money was the death of him.
And that's where she wrong. And that's where, matter of fact, that's where both of y'all wrong. That's where both of y'all wrong. That's where both of y'all are wrong.
It's money, dog.
But now, let me take it a little bit deeper, and it's gonna go towards that bitch ass writing room. You don't make a character that's on top of his game to have him crash out in one fucking season.
One episode, really. Well, no,
it's a couple episodes.
Yeah, it's a couple episodes because it started, like I said, it started with the LSD.
He was coming for his money.
Yeah, he was coming for his money.
Yeah, so that whole, and that might have been a reason why Rod ain't really fuck with that last season because it's like, all right, so were you trying to get the whatever it was, all that shit with you and Louie and Teddy and all that shit, and you trying to, it's like it was just too much bullshit going on, but like. For a nigga that's been that smart, that calculated, I seen this nigga go to a foreign country to learn how to do the offshore accounts with a nigga and still have to outsmart a nigga in a foreign land, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you trying to tell me that this nigga couldn't figure some shit out now with $37 million?
Yeah, that was the problem with me, is that even the $37 million, right? I understand it's $37 million, but my problem with the writing is that you fucking Franklin Saint. You just built a fucking empire from the ground up.
Yep.
Nigga, if push comes to shove, sell some crack.
like you've been doing.
Like you've been doing.
Continue to flood your community with this goddamn crack cocaine.
Or flood another one. Flood another community.
Or flood another one.
No, don't have crack in it yet. Shit.
Open a can of worms.
Yeah. But that's
Take
where
your game
I
nationwide,
do
man.
feel like they was off. Just they like his mind frame about that $37 million. Like, bruh, you are like you got the formula. You can make $1 million in days if you want to, for real. So
In your name, good.
yes,
But anyway, back to Sissy though.
cook nigga.
Back to Sissy, man. She wrong, but the reason I do feel like she is wrong is because, you know, as we always discuss when we have these conversations just at any other time. Season 2, don't help me launder your drug money because I want to stop working for my boss that I hate. Like, don't act like you in the game and then when shit just get a little bit too crazy, now you want to when they kill Alton, bitch
I was gonna
ass.
say, don't say a little bit too crazy. Though.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Whenever they decide to like, okay, you go to Cuba and they kill your bitch ass husband that all of a sudden want to get his life together. This nigga was a fucking alcoholic living under a fucking bridge, nigga.
KGB man.
For years. And she hated that nigga.
Yeah, she hated him for the most part, but she loved him.
Yeah.
She loved him, but she hated him because of what she put him
Then
through.
all of a sudden, it's more writers' room shit. Then all of a sudden, y'all
love of my life.
Yeah. And then Teddy go do what the fuck Teddy's supposed to do, and now you fucked up. You finna come back with this big ass shit on. Oh no, let me not say that. But you gonna come back.
Wait. Big ass shit. What?
On her
No,
face.
don't say that.
You and this big ass mole angry as hell.
Mo.
It be like she mad,
Molly.
she angry and that mole angry.
Molly.
Man, come on, man. But nah, Sissy, she had boys messed up on that little scene from Cuba when she about to go to the store when she had her little dress on.
Boy.
But they said, you working with
I
that
see
back
why
there.
Alton was trying to clean his life up.
Double
He missed
cheeked
that.
up on a Tuesday.
Man.
Alton was missing that. He had to get off that alcohol.
Well, that was a nice last view before he got knocked off, I guess.
Let me ask Rod though. Rod,
Yeah,
Cece, she wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck a motherfucker named Sissy. Anybody related to Sissy, the actress that plays Sissy,
Damn.
anybody that got Issy in their name, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what your son was on. You know what he built. You know what he has been going against. Now, I feel your point of view of him in the CIA and shit. But at the same time, if this is your plan, let your son get his money.
Yeah, I just don't think it was ever about no money for her. I think when after Alton died and then the KGB man, like Franklin had to get a KGB man to them, like I think she was like, she knew like, nah, this nigga, they gonna kill him.
That's my problem.
Soon
with
as
her.
this shit is over,
That's my problem.
they
with
gonna
her,
kill
man.
him.
That's my problem with her, dog. She was just like, dog, is you in or you out?
Yeah, shouldn't have been there if you're
Is
not
you in
gonna
or
be
you out,
there.
dog?
Yeah.
R.I.P. John Singleton.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just wonder how this would go if he was still around. Cause ain't no way.
He wouldn't.
Like I say, we seen this man. Well, I don't want to do a deep dive.
Man, Franklin would end. Go ahead.
He would have died at the. I think if go ahead.
I say I want to do a deep dive because we're gonna wait until whatever to get into that. But we see this man is very calculated. He's intelligent. He don't think 2 steps ahead. He thinks 10 steps ahead. And then just the last season, he's just a crash out. Don't give a fuck about his old lady.
Yeah.
His baby.
That was the problem for me though. Like
Nothing.
that was definitely a problem. Like I said, I think Cece was right, but I do think the writers were wrong.
He keep trying to trigger me.
I'm
Bro, I want to
not-
get past
because
that.
I
We
keep
gonna-
saying this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Stop saying you think Cece was right, bro. We got the point. Now I'm finna argue with you again, and I keep talking. I keep trying to
I
tell
don't
the
wanna argue
bros
no more.
that we want to stop doing the
Yeah.
talk around in circles,
Yeah,
nigga.
I don't want to argue no more.
Because she was wrong.
But I do think they fucked up by making Franklin just stupid. You know, like at the end of the day, to me, he didn't know himself no more. So, and that's especially when it came down. I don't know. I ain't want to just blame the LSD or whatever. Him after he hit the LSD, it's like the nigga just didn't remember who he was. Like whatever $37 million you looking for, you made that shit off crack, and it's a bunch of niggas still want crack.
And it was 70 at first, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 70.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They gonna split that shit or some shit like that.
This man was a millionaire,
Still.
and that because he still had properties.
Sold the property. Why he sell the downtown property in LA in the early 90s? You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking mogul today, you know. But he sold that shit. Like he went stupid. Like that's part of the writing problem.
I hate that in general, just whenever a smart character do dumb shit in the show.
And he didn't do dumb shit until the last season.
The last season.
Yeah,
They let that man crash out the last season.
And a nigga want to sit here on this couch and tell me it's because he got a taste of that brown liquor. All right, man. I'm finna start flipping shit over in this bitch. Yeah, man. But I think we
feel
was going
that
somewhere
liquor.
just a minute ago as far as when it was John Singleton, how we thought the show would have ended.
Okay.
I think Franklin Saint would have ended up dead or in jail if John Singleton was still alive and not wandering the streets as the fucking wino.
Agreed. I think he would have died. And I'm finna piss you off again.
Sissy.
He would have died, and we would have never got the best performance from Franklin in the whole fucking show.
When?
Boy.
And the junkie Franklin, the coldest nigga that Franklin was the whole time. Look at that
Whoa!
ass nigga.
The cold-
Can't keep a bitch.
The coldest nigga Franklin was the entire the run of the show.
His best
series.
acting performance.
The
The
entire
entire
series.
series was Wino Franklin, the best acting performance the whole time, dog.
With the fucked up eye contacts.
Yes. that red eye. I've seen that red eye before.
Wait, okay.
He
Let's
trash.
start there. Wait.
He trash? Y'all tell me right now he trash.
We didn't say trash. Look at you trying to gaslight us. Hold on. Do you agree, Rod?
No.
Tell me then.
Well, tell me. Wait. Tell me why you don't agree.
Because there's several instances where Franklin, the guy that played Franklin, he did his shit.
He beating your ass right now.
Because-
shit, get in Mario your ass, bro. He winning right now, bro. I feel
Wait,
like I'm about to agree with Mario. Convince me, brother.
When y'all all know, damn, I don't want to do a deep
Give
dive.
me a scene. Just give me the scene. That's all I'm saying. If that wasn't the best scene,
when he
give me
checked
the one.
when he checked Leon
In the car.
about the way a nigga was talking to him. That's one. Another was when that nigga went to jail, and which is my favorite episode.
Talk to him.
When he went to jail,
Talk
and
to
that
him.
shit was a reality check. That whole motherfucking episode, fire.
Talk to him.
All right, my turn.
No. Keep talking to him, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Niggas want to be too maybe I am the meanest nigga because nigga want to be freely in this bitch because we free. Hey, nigga, that's your homeboy, but you can tear his ass apart, nigga.
That was Danny said a while ago.
Even when this nigga was on drugs, talk about bodies, on body. He played a good
God
nigga
damn.
that never been on drugs before.
He did, but the nigga that never got a sip of alcohol,
Ain't no
nigga-
alcohol.
he never had a sip of alcohol. Alton Jeans, the sins of his father fucked him over.
But he's supposed to be smart though.
But
Alcohol is like a quantifiable thing. Like it's blood alcohol content. You can still
Talk to
know
this
how much
nigga.
That's what I'm saying about
Mario feel like that shot he took unlocked the whole
goddamn
strand.
It unlocked the Alton in that
general
Alton Saint in this bitch.
It turned
But
the
that
switch
was Alton
off and
last
turned it
name.
on.
Nah, it was Williams.
generational fucking trauma and shit hit him.
Yeah, all that shit.
Y'all
that
full
one
of shit.
time.
Hey,
Y'all
shit.
full of shit.
Nah, you full of shit, nigga.
Nah, y'all full of shit.
If you that smart, you supposed to be able to handle some shots.
That one little shot. Oh, shit, he remember about goddamn Kunta Kinte, goddamn.
But
and all
it
the shit
wasn't
went
he
through.
hit the one shot. He got drunk that day. He ain't just have one shot. Like, you know, the scene goes, he takes the shot, you know, then
And he seen his ancestors in Wakanda and how they was being oppressed. And that nigga said, I can't take this shit no more. Fuck these white folks. I've been fighting white folks all these goddamn episodes. I've been selling drugs to my people. I'm tired. And then he just, I want to be a motherfucking hobo.
Yeah,
I want to be a fucking wino with a Joe Budden tank top on.
yeah, but
Dirty as
you know,
hell.
he was still in the house trying to figure this shit out.
Same
Though.
house.
He getting drunk. Yeah, he spent most of the day getting drunk, but he still got his paperwork going in his
Nigga,
motherfucker.
and ain't
'Cause
no,
he finna get rich.
ain't no way in the
again.
hell I flooded these streets. I'm the one who kept y'all what y'all needed, and I'm gonna be around this motherfucker hurting.
Yeah, that's what I don't agree with. But I'm going back to the best scene shit.
He's gonna hold on. He's gonna hold on to it.
Yes, when he was a drunk.
Not gonna
Yeah,
let it go.
man. This nigga want to circle the block.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, because like you said, he played a good person that did the you know, he was in the car when he talked to Leon or when he shot Kevin. But that was Franklin. That whole time, that was Franklin. We saw Franklin in that last scene in a way we never seen him. He didn't talk like that at first or whatever. He went full wino on these niggas. Talking shit, all kind of crazy shit. But he still, you could tell he was still, you know, he still had some kind of wits. But
The acting was so goddamn good in Snowfall. I will give you that it was so good in Snowfall that even that trash ass ending and how they wrote Franklin's trash ass story was good as hell the way he acted. So I understand where you coming from because he Damson smoked that fucking role, nigga.
What he started calling Leon at the end. What was Leon's name at the end? I can't remember what he was calling him.
I don't know, but we can wrap this up though. I know they better not do that spinoff.
Please don't do the spinoff.
If you want to piss me off, go
They
ahead
about
and
to
do
do
that.
it.
Yeah.
Nobody want to see no goddamn Wanda act like she Michelet.
They
nigga.
gonna get that first season off though. If they do it, they gonna get the first season.
And let me get this in real quick. Now, if they want to do a spinoff, they could have did the whole thing with Louis and Jerome, how they was moving the product to the South.
Jerome dead.
I'm just saying.
They could
Yeah,
go
that
back.
part.
Sitting in the ghetto thinking
So they could just go to Arkansas, basically.
Some. Danny, how could it be?
Done with y'all.
Somebody took my Jerome from me. Anyway,
He died for Louis.
They could go to Little Rock and then
I thought I-
just continue the story in Little Rock.
I thought they should have brought back what's her name?
girl that left.
Lucille, yeah.
That's what I would want to see.
And that's who I was waiting on for the whole fucking last
Yeah.
season. I ain't gonna lie. I was
Yeah,
just like,
man.
she gonna come around.
I even
Yeah,
thought
she
I
gonna come
saw
around.
her one time.
They had that picture of her on set with them. I was like, oh, they finna bring Lucille back.
Yeah.
But yeah, her spinoff would have been much colder than Queen of the South.
Definitely.
They was like, no, she was drunk.
Queen
Can't
of the
bring her
South.
back.
Yeah, I couldn't fuck with it. I watched that Griselda though, and that shit was fire to me.
That's cool. All right, so anything else?
That's it, man.
All right. LeBron James.
Okay.
LeBron James.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you, and you. Do y'all have a problem with LeBron ring chasing at this point in his career, and or do y'all see it as ring chasing with the recent comments that have come out as far as him looking to be on the team that has a championship roster?
Let me get mine in because I'm not the biggest sports fan. I don't have a problem with it because you get into sports for one or two things, for the ring or for the money. He got the money. So if you want to solidify your legacy with championships, by all means, and especially if you are able to leverage yourself to be able to move from this place to this place, because all players don't have that luxury. So if you can move how you want to, shit, do what you gonna do, bro.
I would rather see him ring chasing than just playing. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron playing for no reason, like LeBron not in the playoffs or some shit like that. I feel like he might as well retire if that's the case.
Third seed, first round exit.
Yeah, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. So personally, I would like to see LeBron on a team. I would have liked to see LeBron in the conference finals. I think it would have did good for the NBA. But I don't know. I don't have a problem with him ring chasing. I got a problem with people not wanting him to chase rings at this point in his career.
That's the only thing left.
Yeah.
The only thing left. But I think the market for him doing that was kind of shown whenever he went to LA.
Yeah.
Like nobody wanted to go play with him. Mm-hmm. People went to the Clippers instead of the Lakers.
Kawhi Leonard.
Because he was there. The only person that wanted to go there was AD. And
He won a
that's
ring.
where he got his championship.
Yeah, he won a ring.
I think he should go for it.
I do.
Because but I think he's going to stay in LA.
Yeah, because he ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
LeBron, for the love of God, brother, sit your ass down somewhere. I've seen you play in Cleveland. Then I seen you leave Cleveland to go to Miami to go 4, 5, 6. But I think they got what, 2, 3?
2
in Miami. 2 in Miami. Now see you go back to Cleveland and get you what, 2 more? 1 more, and then go to the Lakers and get your other one, the bubble ring. Bron, hey dog, and then for like, since your game doesn't really acquiesce to other players' game, it's time for you to sit your ass down somewhere. It's like, no, I do not want to see this nigga ring chase, dog. Especially like if he's gonna get on a roster and then he's gonna turn a pretty decent 4 into a corner shooter. Yeah. No, nigga, I do not want to see that.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. I want to see him go to a team and just fit in. You know what I'm saying? He had a point in his career now where LeBron should be third option at best. And if he should be like Russell Westbrook, honestly.
And if Bron not going to fit in, dog, he just needs to go
pointless.
home.
It's pointless. I agree with that.
Because the rosters don't no, ain't nobody finna build no roster around you. Then you opted into this $52 million deal. Like, no, nigga, like you not that no more.
Nobody's gonna do it. Nobody's gonna accept that contract.
So no, I don't want to see this nigga ring chase.
And everybody playing. It's just a different game now too than when LeBron won his last championship. This shit is different. Everybody play defense now. It may be 1 or 2 superstars. Yes.
The winners do.
Yeah, the winners play defense, and the whole team is involved on offense, motion on offense. Nobody is standing around watching one person with the ball.
Yeah,
no more.
That nigga Bron think he finna get the ball at the top and fuck around and get the switch and get the big man on him. And that nigga finna run with you now.
Yeah, that shit.
Like you not blowing by fucking I can't think of nobody from back in the day, but you ain't blowing by that nigga no more.
Or Hardenstein. Today's Hardenstein.
You not blowing by Eric Dampier no more, nigga. Yeah.
I never thought him and Luka matched.
They're the same
They both
player,
do the same thing. They gotta have the ball in their hand.
I always thought LeBron was Luka. I mean, Luka was like
he plays like LeBron. He's a big ass guard, and they whenever each one has the ball, the other one's standing there.
Yeah,
they shouldn't be on the court.
But the thing about Luka though is the fact that like at least he got enough of a jump shot to where it's like, okay, if I do have to stand somewhere, if you swing it my way, I can probably knock down the open shot more consistently than Bron. So. Or if you see me as Luka out here, like you'd be like, damn, I probably do want to close out a little bit harder on him than I do LeBron. Then that can mess trying to collapse a motherfucking defense if he get to swinging that bitch.
Yeah,
I don't want to see LeBron do nothing but go be a good father.
Yeah, I want to see Luka on a team shit like he was on with the Mavs, defenders and shooters around him with a big man that can roll. That's all he needs is a big man that can roll to the hole and score.
Is he gonna leave? Is he gonna? He's got like 1 year, right? That's all he's got to be there. Yeah, Luka.
Yeah, he up to sign like an extension in August, and I hope he don't sign that motherfucker.
Yeah, he shouldn't sign.
I'd roll out from that situation.
Yeah, I wouldn't sign that shit.
Yeah, no, especially if I don't see my boy Bron done opted in. Nigga didn't think about taking a pay cut to bring other players in. Like you finna get that whole 52. Mm-hmm. Now you had a great season, but nigga, come on.
Yeah, I'd be headed to Miami.
Nigga want to talk about a championship roster. But then it's like, but I want 52.
Yeah, I want 52 for the year.
He's still trying to team build, and he's never
been
team? Good at it.
Yeah.
So is this, if he is ring chase, is this to kind of quiet the whole MJ?
I think that's already happened.
Back and forth.
That's over.
People are like normally saying he's the second best now. Like in conversation, I seen in the chat. Adrian said that the other day.
We just had a LeBron fanatic say he's number 2.
Yeah,
he said that shit today.
He number 2, dog. He number 2. He been number 2, dog. He been number 2 since 2011, dog. Let's be real. When Dirk busted his ass, and he was on the team with D Wade and Chris Bosh. He was not that made him number 2. 8 points made him number 2. Ever since then, you know, he been trying to climb up the hill. You know,
There ain't been no climbing for him.
yeah, it ain't been no climbing. You know, yeah, if you beat Golden State, maybe if you beat KD's Golden State,
When they
but
won,
you never got close.
when they won that one championship against Golden State, people still had the argument. But I don't know what happened lately, but people been accepting of just he's number 2.
Yeah, and I fuck with Bron too, but like, yeah, you can be number 2, dog. Yeah. Man, like just
I got a question.
But no, oh my bad.
Go ahead.
But knowing who LeBron is he thinking like that?
He better get to grips with reality.
I think LeBron do want another ring for his legacy. But I think LeBron ain't stupid. That man been watching basketball his whole life. He know about Bill Russell, he know about Michael Jordan, he know about Will and Kareem and all these people. I just think he know his place. He know that he not the greatest player of all time. He know he was inspired by Michael Jordan. He wear number 23. He was inspired by Michael Jordan. He know that he is some shit he haven't did that Mike did that, bro, we just can't argue for you no more. I used to be one of them people too, dog.
people argue for Bron.
Yeah, I used to argue for Bron, especially during the Miami days. But like I say, bro, you know, then he lost the one. You know, he lost the first one. Then he won them next 2. But then when it came to like KD goes to Golden State, you won't guard him in the fourth quarter, even though you're not gonna be able to do nothing with him.
Because whenever it didn't switch, he still busted you in your eye.
Right.
And then you and Kevin Love like, what you do?
We confused. We don't know.
Kawhi ate him up too. Kawhi and that one that the Spurs got off.
Spurs, yeah.
Kawhi.
Yeah, I get at the Pop more than Kawhi
was the best
because
player in that series.
Yeah, I thought it was LeBron, but Pop put Kawhi in a position to just play defense and shoot mid-range jumpers, dog. And we might, and you don't even really got to play defense. You don't even got to go up there. If he catch the ball up there at the 3-point line, don't go. You know, so yeah. But that was, and I'm talking about the one that they actually won though. That was the first one. You know, they played off of him and shit. The next one came and LeBron played good, but I felt like D Wade was not there for real, and then they lost.
Not that last game or the game 6.
Oh yeah,
bro. It was like 7 turnovers, something like that for LeBron, and he started crying. He got the ball ripped for him. He started crying and basically gave up. The game was over, and then Ray Allen hit that shot, and that was a hit. That was a hit to him.
Okay, so when it comes to LeBron chasing another ring for his legacy, out of the 4 people here, only 3 feel like that's okay for him to go chase another ring and it won't impact his legacy because he's firmly cemented at number 2.
Yeah,
he's already there. He's already there.
there.
And I don't really want to see him play just to be playing.
And he still, if he want to be better, I can.
To say he's good at 40.
Is he?
The only way is there a scenario to where you will say, like, is there anything this man can do to where you'll be like, damn, he is the greatest at 40 right now? That motherfucker go average 40 in the finals. Will we call him the greatest? And that's just me really going way out there, you know. But is there anything he can do right now or the rest of his career for us to say? Because, you know, like I say, the 4 of us think he number 2.
I got a better question for you. For LeBron or any other professional athlete that came from an impoverished place, should they even care about rings or their legacy that they leave behind?
Personally, I think it's time for people to really just start taking this shit for what it's worth. And that's the money. Especially since they put the money in college and shit now. I think, man, y'all, maybe you start with the love of the game, but if you come from an impoverished place, get your mind right about getting your family out of a situation, and I think, man, go get the money. Personally, I think guys should really be worried about making it to the NBA. And everybody, of course, ain't as talented as LeBron at 16 years old or some shit. So, you don't really have that thought. Most people can't fathom being the greatest player of all time at 16. And that was kind of his mind frame. But for me, I think these boys should be worried about getting the money. And with that being said, that means doing everything that it takes, like keeping yourself out of trouble. All that shit comes with it, but because, you fuck up one time, you done. Especially nowadays in the social media area, you out of there if you just, you step wrong. But I think they should be really worried about getting your family out this hole other than what fucking Stephen A. got to say about you on First Take.
And that's what I was saying originally when I said, like, you come in for one or two things, for the money or for the chip. Mm-hmm. And if you already got one, that should be enough to kind of put you in a good place on that side. So now it's just getting money because you got to think about generational wealth and your kids and your grandkids. Yeah. But let me ask you something real quick before we get off of this. Is LeBron still the face of the league?
That's a good question. I think so.
I
think
mean,
it's either him or Steph Curry.
We started doing that. I don't know when we started doing that, face of the league. Not the best or changing, but we started doing this face. And some of these guys are just not the face. It seems like it's passed him by, and Steph. And that we're in a transition to where we're waiting on the next guy.
And some of the young niggas, they just want to put babies in every IG model they come across. Other niggas want to get on IG Live and wave pistols and shit. I mean, niggas that it was there for, like, I don't want that shit. It's a different generation.
Facts.
I want to talk about, before we talking about legacy and coming from poor, right? Mm-hmm. And there are some people who do this shit off the strength of they have a passion for the game.
Yeah, right.
So for some people, like, the money, chip or whatever, like, nah, I want to be, I want to leave a legacy that's bigger than money. Mm-hmm. So I guess it just, for the question that was posed, is like, I think it depends on the athlete.
Yeah.
Because some people, they do want to, like, hey, I want my name in a record book. Think about the shit that we might have did in high school or college or whatever, or any time we was involved in like a school athletics.
Yeah.
People who were good wanted to be the best. And that still exists in people. Mm-hmm. Like, you shouldn't just, because you get money now, become complacent. Yeah. If you love the game. Now, if it's just, you just one of them people that's just always been talented and you don't really give a fuck, then all right, cool. But there's people out here that, like, that's what drives these professional leagues as far as people who really give a damn.
Yeah. What about Michael Beasley? And the little run he's having right now.
Yeah.
That dude's one of them dudes. He like, I'm him. What? Fuck all y'all.
Yeah. Anybody can get it.
And still doing it.
Yeah. The big three is perfect for him and Lance Stevenson right now. Yep. And they perfect for the big three as far as like being able to grow their brand. And I think there's also something that like, just kind of like that brash attitude and all that good stuff is kind of some shit that the NBA is missing sometimes too. So
and
Shea is boring. Shea is boring as hell. He's never gonna be the face of the league, no matter how many MVPs he wins or how many championships he wins. He's just boring.
Yeah, I got a weird theory on it. I don't
Good
know
kid.
if it's weird theory on the face of the league, but it's got to be a white American. It's got to be a white. The next face of the league
might be Cooper Flag.
It might be, but it's got to be on almost like some Caitlin Clark shit.
Yeah,
like, it's got to be a white American that white America can get behind and take this shit up to the next level.
If you want to see the NBA like at its peak again or a higher peak than what it had before, because of course, all right, so I guess whenever they first had they boom, that's Magic and Bird, right? Mm-hmm. And so then after that, you get Jordan. But he's so fucking good. It's like, I don't care if this nigga's not white.
Right.
I'm gonna watch
he's
this
so
nigga.
good,
He that nice.
Transcended that shit.
Yeah, and then
like Tiger.
Then you get my favorite facts.
Kobe.
Then you get my favorite player, Kobe, another very extremely skilled basketball player. My personal GOAT, my personal favorite. And then you get LeBron. And then, but it's something about LeBron. I don't know if it's because of him being willing to speak out against certain things. But I'm not gonna sit up here and like Kobe wouldn't either. But I guess it wasn't as vocal. But something about LeBron, like they want to tell this nigga shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
And so maybe, and then during the climate of, you know, you are the best basketball player on the face of God's green earth at the time of Obama's administration.
Yeah.
How dare we have a black president in this white man's country?
Obama flipped a lot of shit for this
Obama
whole
flipped a
country.
lot of
Yeah.
shit, and then you had like Rodney King. Didn't the Rodney King shit happen during Jordan's time?
Like in the early 90s.
Yeah,
92.
he like, but we don't know no quotes for real about Jordan ever saying shit, you know, because I feel like that's close as we get to like George Floyd.
Yeah, but even with that though, it was still a white president in office. Like they didn't give a damn. That just would have been status quo. But now we see LeBron, billionaire LeBron, one of the greatest basketball players ever, standing alongside our first black president, who was the most powerful man in the world. And then when you campaign with them, it's like, okay, well, and then that's around the time Trump started with his birtherism shit as far as his first quote unquote foray into politics. Like niggas didn't know this nigga was a politician until he just came out, just started just saying a bunch of shit like this nigga's not even a citizen. Where's his long form birth certificate? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the you know what, now I think about it, I think just because of the I guess maybe the political things that were going on, and then how closely tied in LeBron was to Obama and the Democratic Party at the rise of this president that we have now.
You got pushback against Obama.
So back to your point of like, okay, now it's gonna have to be a white face to bring it back. And that's probably why.
Yeah.
Because like what Danny just kind of alluded to earlier, but didn't get to touch on, as far as like whenever we it changed a lot of stuff in the minds of white people to see a black man in that position.
And
It was too much.
Yeah, it's too much. LeBron being that good and like that black
A mogul.
Yeah.
Jordan wasn't outspoken on these things.
No, he wasn't outspoken.
Jordan was a
quiet about
mogul, but he didn't come off as pro-black,
Yeah, he
even
didn't
if he
come
was
off as
behind the scenes,
pro-black.
but which I don't know, but like Bron in your face with
Yeah,
it.
He said
and
Republicans
Bron's pro-black.
buy
By
shoes
sneakers too.
Yeah. Yeah, and LeBron, that like hip hop, all that shit is
Yeah.
black culture.
You finna watch me say nigga.
Yeah, all this shit.
Everything that makes you uncomfortable in my
Yeah.
blackness, I'm finna be that
He
in
gonna
your
do
face.
it, and that probably did turn a lot of the NBA fan base, which is white fan base.
Yeah.
Like they probably lost a lot of white fan base during LeBron's
And
tenure
then-
as the best player in the league.
then-
That's when they started making them wear suits.
Yeah, and then also remember during that particular time, if you just peek over at the NFL, you got Colin Kaepernick, and then you got him protesting, and then you got the Black Lives Matter thing, and it's like, so now this is a call to white people as far as to where like, okay, well, damn, what's going on with the status quo? Like these niggas got too
These
much
niggers
power.
are doing too
I don't
much.
like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
And so, just NFL is just too good of a sport to get fuck around hit by that, and you still got some decent white players in the NFL that they can root for. But like, hell, you go watch a fucking basketball game as a white person, and like the best white person you see that's Americans, what, Peyton Pritchard maybe?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Caruso.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
loving Caruso right now.
McConnell, they was on McConnell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it got to be McConnell. And it's like, that's the thing about it. Like, remember, they used to call, Kobe had to stop this shit, but they used to call Caruso the motherfucking white
goat.
mamba.
Yeah.
The GOAT or some
No,
shit.
they called the white mamba.
White
And
mamba.
Kobe
They
was
was calling
like,
him the GOAT.
and he was nowhere close
Yeah.
to as nice as what Kobe was, but they wanted to call this nigga the white mamba because he played basketball and he was white.
Yeah.
Shit crazy as hell.
Yeah, you know,
I think you can have a black face to the league. It's just got to be somebody that wants it. Like somebody like Anthony Edwards, he don't want it. He
Yeah.
don't want to be the face of the league. He
don't.
just want to fucking jam on somebody.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna have somebody come. It's possible, but it'll definitely hit if they're
that
white.
shit.
Like
That,
you
I don't know.
saying.
That shit dying down though. Like you got black kids, 16 to 19, hip hop culture. The shit that they really into is way more. I think it's a little rougher than 10, 12 years ago too. And it just seemed like, dog, by the time they, like, the guys that's really good, by the time they get to the NBA, they not polished like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what to say or do for real. You know, they gonna be themselves, but they gonna let their talent make sure that they can maintain.
These dudes didn't know how to open champagne bottles. What's the name?
The Chet
Cooper
had it,
Flag
yeah.
hadn't seen
Hate to rain on you niggas parade.
Jason Kidd footage.
Yeah.
Nelly or Big Beautiful Bill, because we cut one of these out.
And now, collective thoughts brought to you by Mario for the good homies.
Nelly.
Spit that shit.
Why you say that about Kamala Harris? I mean, I get you needed to make an excuse for people being mad at you about Trump and supporting, maybe not supporting Trump, but supporting the ball he had in performing. But for you to hop in them comments on the Shade Room talking about her marrying a white man, you ever fuck something white?
What?
He talking to Nelly. He talking to Nelly.
Yeah, I know.
You never like, you know what I'm saying?
No, bring double down on it. Say it again.
but yeah.
Oh, you say what?
No, go ahead. No,
no,
nigga.
No, but
Do your
Nelly,
thing.
you never
definitely
did
did.
no interracial shit. You don't fuck with the whole interracial thing. Did you say that to Ice-T? You mad at Ice-T or you just mad at Kamala? Cause I really feel like you making excuses. And for you to bring up who she married to and about it being a white man, that shit don't really compute for me. That don't make a whole lot of sense. So I would just say, Nelly, don't do that, man. If you don't like her marrying a white man, then be like that across the board. Be fair to everybody about interracial dating and put your goddamn Umar hat on and you know, live it like that. But if you ain't been out here, you know, smashing them white girls at your festivals and all that shit, then, you know, you got a point.
Message brought to you by the good homie Mario,
The good homies.
The Good Homie Collective.
the collective.
Good Homie Worldwide.
Yeah. And that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah,
That-
no, you do. No,
Yeah.
you did it. You did it. You did it, champ. You did it, champ. Hey, my nigga. You did it, champ. We did it, Joe.
All right, we're gonna hop in real quick, in and out, jab, jab, hook, uppercut with Big Beautiful Bill. I'm gonna throw this to my favorite beige guy. What's your thoughts on it?
Sad day, man. It's not all the way past yet, but there's nothing basically to say that the House is not going to pass it, and it's given a lot of power to basically a presidential police force and ICE.
Yeah, that's
Giving a lot of money to them.
that's why I've been hearing there's a lot of undertones that, you know, what they're putting out is not really what's going on. Like, it's,
Yeah,
it's weird.
Medicaid, that's really shitty because a lot of people, you know, you get hurt, you're gonna go on Medicaid and you can't work.
Right.
You lose your job, that's where you go on Medicaid.
Okay.
Now they're saying, oh, well, you got to sign up for it every 6 months,
That's crazy.
and
Like car insurance.
you gotta work. You gotta have a certain amount of hours you work to get it, and it's like that's the whole reason for it. So you're essentially cutting it, and they stood up there and said that they weren't cutting it, and they all knew it was. Congressional budget office says it was. You are going up on the national debt. Said like $5 trillion. Like we cutting all our programs with Doge.
All of that to just double back
For
on.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's the silver lining, really, is Elon's not down with it. And he's probably the one, if this election was stolen, that had a hand in that. So if he's not down with that, hey, we might not got these midterms stolen, you know?
Yeah.
But But the biggest part to me is how much money they're giving to this police force called ICE that doesn't have any of the restraints that police have. That they're dealing with civil. It's a civil case if you overstay your visa. So they don't. That's why they do not have to have a warrant. Because they're just basically catching you on suspicion. It's a kind of gray area with ICE, and they're increasing their budget to the budget of like the Marines. It's like wild.
That's wild. Like and ICE, like this whole new thing where ICE is on the forefront and all this shit. I just never understood it. Like, how are we just now hearing all this shit about ICE and they've been here the whole time? They supposed to be the immigration police, right?
Since 2003, they're actually pretty new.
Yeah.
That was George Bush shit.
Okay, but and my thing is like, are they only reactive or proactive? Because if they are ICE and they are the immigration police, you should have been on some of this shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Your only job is to get people out and not letting them come in. Like, get proactive. Like, do your job.
They said it's Biden's fault. Biden let all these motherfuckers in. Now we gotta get them out. That's basically the message.
Nah, but Biden didn't tell you to let illegals in. When did Biden say let the illegals come in?
That's the entire Republican right-wing news media has been telling these people that for 4 years.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild to me that I always just, like, ever since this shit started, I always just felt like, bro, these people haven't done their job. And now they just get to go round up people and say, you know what? You ain't supposed to be here. You got to go. That's, maybe that's half of their job, but it should be another part of this shit to where they are proactive about, keeping people from coming in, and I'll get up off of it.
I feel like that should be the least of our concerns. It's trying to, make ICE stronger to whatever. So,
it's if you're a authoritarian regime, that's your army.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's your army. What they're trying to do. That you heard about the alligator Alcatraz?
Yeah.
Yep.
Big prison there, outdoor prison, tents.
Crazy.
Concentration camp. Mm-hmm. What they tried to say Obama was doing. Mm-hmm. They said, "Oh, Obama's gonna put you in FEMA camps. That's why they closed this Walmart." Remember hearing that bullshit?
Yeah, I remember that.
They were scared of Sharia law and all that because he's Muslim.
Yeah. Now they building it in front of you.
And putting it in front of your face, too.
The governor is out there saying that they're going...
on the White House X account.
Yeah.
DeSantis saying that he's going to deputize ICE agents to be immigration judges. And there's no recourse for that. You got people protesting outside of that place because it's on protected land. That's another thing that's in this big... shitty ass bill is they I think they got it out
BBR
the land part because enough hunter type people, right wing people was like, no, you're not going to steal our public lands that we hunt on.
Yeah,
but that was their plan, and that was in Project 2025, where to seize public lands and to drill and to sell it off, and it's a lot of bullshit in that bill. But the scariest part is this huge ass money for ICE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier today, I was looking at Reddit, and I came across Kamala Harris. She made a tweet on X earlier. If y'all don't mind, I'll read it right quick. It says, thanks to Senate Republicans, 17 million people will lose their health care. Thanks to Senate Republicans, rural hospitals will close. Thanks to Senate Republicans, 3 million Americans, including veterans and seniors, will lose food assistance. Thanks to Senate Republicans.
Snap.
Yeah. Families will see their energy bill go up by $400 a year. Senate Republicans are doing all this and more, hurting working people across our nation in order to pay for $1 trillion in tax cuts for billionaires. There is still time to stop this before it passes in the House. And she gave a number to call. and tell your representatives to vote no. Which, I feel like that last part was, that might not be, that effective really, because I feel like we almost there, but she had some shit to say about this one.
That's
It's
also
kind of held up in the House right now. They got like I seen them saying like they feel like they had enough votes to block it in the House. So
Yeah.
And if they don't, just burn this motherfucker down, bro.
But I mean, that's the things I hear is that's basically this is the whole game plan. Like y'all was talking about the LA riots last time. I mean, this government has a long history of discrediting protests.
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's what they did. And it happened so fast that weekend in LA. It wasn't
Yeah.
like this was planned. They as soon as, and it's also in Project 2025 is to put military to control these protests.
Yeah.
They know there's gonna be protests.
yep.
So that's what I feel like is gonna happen. And except for now, they got the money to do it and they got the agency to do it because it's more people than police.
Yeah.
I think about the days like if this is allowed to continue, as far as the four of us sitting here being anti what's going on now, and how it's like, you know what, I don't like what they said.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it's trending towards. But hey, man, shit. I guess you ain't got to worry about being in the restroom and a woman that's a man now walks in there with you.
Because that matters.
Yeah, we got a unisex bathroom right here.
Yeah, you're right. In your house.
We seem to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shit. Well,
But they're it's leading fast to an authoritarian state.
yeah.
And to be a legal authoritarian state. All this is legal now. The Supreme Court said you can now send people somewhere that's not their home when you deport them.
But hey, no tax on overtime, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
12,000 capped at 12,000. That's another thing in that bill. Capped at $12,000. That's the most overtime that you can get deducted. So these people that work on like oil rigs and shit, all their shit is overtime. They're making
Yeah, that's how they make their
Yeah, that's how they make
It's-
their money.
and they're also trying to make it 160 hour work month instead of a 40-hour work week.
Damn.
So your overtime isn't even going to be overtime anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're gonna allow for companies to say, hey, we can basically run you 60 hours a week these first 2 weeks, and then cut your shit at the end, and we don't got to pay you no overtime.
That's scary.
Whereas the opposite end of this, if in Cali, if you work more than 8 hours, it's overtime in a day.
Right.
But
Some places in Texas, so it's still jobs in Texas. Well,
everything
depends on
else that
company.
he's done has been through executive orders. This will be the only, and while he's trying to jam all this shit into this one bill, this is, I think, the only bill he's going to ever pass.
But hey, they get to put the 10 Commandments back in school in certain states.
Yeah.
That's what's important.
I think he's going to have a problem when it comes to the midterms, but it's like, how much power will he get by then?
By then, yeah.
yeah.
How much shit will be legal by then for him to do?
And this motherfucker, he just got in January.
National injunctions, too. These judges that are like, hey, that's illegal. Because almost everything he does with these executive orders is illegal. And
It's been his entire life.
yeah. But the judges that came in, hey, that's illegal. You got to stop doing it. Now Supreme Court just passed last week, I believe. It came up with the birthright citizenship, but you cannot do a national injunction anymore. A judge can't say, hey, you can't do this all over the land. This is illegal everywhere. The only thing that can happen now is class action lawsuit. So like somebody has to sue him
Okay.
to get this shit done. When it used to be like a judge could say, hey, this is illegal because I'm a judge, I'm the fucking law.
And
Says
start
it's illegal.
holding everybody accountable with this shit. Like anybody that's with this, all these, like you said, with these judges and these different members of the Senate, Congress, whatever it may be, you got to hold them accountable too.
So let me ask you something, Danny. Since I'm just asking this question. What can be done on the part of the DNC or other parties, Green Party, Independent, to galvanize their fan base or the voters the way that the Republicans or Trump has done for himself?
First off, I think it was a self-check during this election. It wasn't so much that people went for Trump as people were against what the Democrats were doing. Mm-hmm. And they kept Joe Biden in there too long. They knew he wasn't right.
Right.
And he tried to jam through Kamala Harris in 3 months. Mm-hmm. She still almost won. Mm-hmm. But it's more of them fucking up and the rampant inflation. Like, governments across the world changed their leader after that. Whenever people go through inflation, the party that's in power gets blamed for it, and the next guy's
something
in.
new.
And so that happened, but I think just people being pissed off, like people were really pissed off after COVID, the way Trump handled it, and how many people died. They're seeing people die. They're trying to tell you that this shit's not happening.
Yeah.
And so people were really pissed off about that. They voted in Biden, who couldn't really talk. And I think that's going to happen this time. People are not down. Even people that voted for this shit, they voted to getting criminals out.
Yeah.
And now you're getting, veterans, families out. People that are married. Now you're trying to go after birthright citizenship.
Yeah.
So basically, in the birthright citizenship, the denaturalization. I think I told y'all about that like in October. I was like, denaturalization. That's a horrible thing because you're already a citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're trying to take that away, and it used to be off of your terrorism and shit. Like Obama did a lot of that shit with terrorism people. Like, you're linked to terrorism, we're going to denaturalize you as a citizen. Mm-hmm. But this dude's like, anybody who says anything against Israel is also linked to Hamas, which is terrorism, so we can get you out. So basically anything you say that they don't like, they can get you out of there.
Just working this shit for numbers. They just trying to get numbers.
Send you to another country. Mm-hmm. Now, you're not just going to prison. You're getting sent off to another country with different laws, and there's nothing, that's all legal now. Yeah.
Sounds like another group of people I know.
It is very, very similar. People thought we were being, fear mongers, but it's now happening, and it's written into law. It's written in the Supreme Court, judgments. Yeah. It's happening now. And all these Second Amendment motherfuckers is not doing shit. Not shit. This is your tyrannical government making concentration camps.
And this is why we got the right to bear arms. And that's the shit. And the right to form a militia. And y'all ain't did.
Yeah.
Not shit.
Because they're complicit.
The only thing they stood up against was the public land shit. We still need to hunt. And it's like, bruh.
Yeah.
Like they're snatching people off the street in masks. You don't even know who they are.
Shit just run up on you shit while you eating your lunch at IHOP. Like,
and there's been cases that they've already found people are trying to rape people this way. People are trying to abduct people this way that are not ICE.
Yeah.
But how are you supposed to know?
Right.
If they're all masked. And it's now illegal to wear a mask at a protest.
What?
In Georgia, you cannot wear a mask at a protest. It's against the law. It's against state law.
They gotta be able to identify you.
Yeah, you gotta put that face scan on your ass.
Yeah, man.
It's very, very, very similar to early Nazi shit.
It's crazy to think that I can sit here on this couch and say, hey, man, I think anybody that has to follow the rules of any of the Abrahamic religions is kind of in a fucked up place. And they'd be like, you know what, nigga? Judaism is involved there. You're anti-Semitic, but you
anti-Semitic.
You support terrorist organization Hamas.
Yeah, because I want to hold people accountable for how they treat the next man.
Yeah,
and they're still bombing that shit. He thought he got off his little ceasefire between Iran and Israel, but they still bombing the shit out of Gaza. Still, and he thought he said that when he first got in office, it was like, hey, we got a ceasefire. I'm the peace president. It only increased.
I want to know why why he thought that, because I'm assuming like whenever you become president and then like they give you your little folder and whenever it comes to like the different regions of the world and they talk to you about the Middle East, I'm sure they're gonna let you know that there's a Zionist state over there, or some lunatics over there. Not lunatics. I'm sorry. There are well-meaning people over there on whatever side that believe like, hey, because this man from Sumer came here and God said, hey, I'm gonna give this to you and your descendants. Now these niggas have been fighting for a very long ass time.
Forever.
Like, wouldn't that be fucking page one of, hey nigga, this is how you are a president over here dealing with the Middle East.
Yeah.
These niggas willing to die about this shit.
Yeah.
Nigga, what you doing? Why
and
you think you gonna go over
Ben
here and make peace and then put a hotel resort over here?
That was crazy. The AI resort on the White House page.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
He put himself as Pope on the White House page.
Yeah,
I just
all this shit, and nobody is saying nothing about it.
But
They
y'all know-
are, but the
Well,
people
we are, but-
the people in that had like Congress has the power to stop most of this shit because it's all done based on that it's a war act that we're under invasion. That's the only reason why he's even legally allowed to do tariff shit.
So my question would be like, how did we even get to this point to where like, well, you touched on it as far as, okay, people were, like you said, across the world, and it just shows through history that, okay, if inflation starts to creep up, there's a change of leadership. But like, to me, it's like, it's very confusing that even in the change of leadership, like, you've seen this nigga before.
Yeah,
It's like you.
That's crazy.
It's like
he's the same slogan.
you already
I'm
chose
not-
against him before.
bro. And my thing is like, look, y'all, if you listen to this broadcast, you can tell that like I am not conservative in any of my thinking. Now, I don't necessarily consider myself to be a Democrat, but I am progressive in thought and like how I think people should be able to move forward and live their lives as an individual. And so, but if you seen this nigga fumble and fuck it up before, like I don't have a problem with people being conservative, but to be conservative but to pick this as your candidate is crazy to me. Like Mitt Romney died. Like you could have picked somebody that would at least kept at least as close to the status quo as possible. This nigga's a fuck. This nigga's insane.
Yeah.
And to answer your question earlier about who they should be looking at, you had to go with some. Nothing's about politics no more. It's not political. So you had to go. To me, you had to go out and find somebody that can get votes. Somebody that's famous that everybody can gravitate towards, and that's gonna be your candidate.
Kevin Hart.
I was gonna say Oprah, but people don't fuck with Oprah no more.
And she a woman. She a black woman at
She
that,
is
nigga.
blackity black.
I
Super
told
black.
y'all who I think gonna be a president. Mr. Beast will be the president of the United States one day.
They need to get with it. Whatever they're doing, they need to get with it because the speed at
The
which
Rock.
they're fucking around is
He gonna be Republican, but he won't be as nasty as homeboy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't mind, like, cause like I remember, like if I ain't learned nothing else from my economics class, it's like, I mean, it don't matter who's in office or whatever, or maybe just because of how voting patterns work. But we were learning about like recessions and economic growth, and he's like, but it kind of works in a something like this, Mr. Higgins. So I want somebody that's not going to try to make themselves king.
Yeah.
So I don't mind the back and forth because maybe that's some way that we'll get some type of bipartisan shit or whatever. But like this shit is no good to me.
it's not close. It's extremely bad. They're he's selling things at the White House. He's got his own meme coin. Mm-hmm. They said that's 40% of his wealth he got 6 months ago.
Told y'all boys he gonna be up a T by the time he leaves.
Yeah,
this
he's gonna be a
motherfucker.
trillionaire.
And it's all just for favors. This whole tariff shit is just to get him favors. Everybody's all happy right now because stock market's back up. Just back to where it was in January.
But I was gonna say barely.
Just back to where it was in January.
Barely,
It
yeah.
should be way higher. But anyways, back up. People making money. And they're like, oh, things are going to be all good. But I'm pretty sure he's got a couple more dips to pay all his buddies before he's done. He's not just going to let it go up. That 90 deals in 90 days, that's going to be next week. And they got one deal with the UK. And now he's saying, oh, we're not even going to worry about these deals. We're just going to send them all a letter what their tariff's going to be. And Like the market has already
And we're gonna
decided
make you
he's
niggas pay your
bullshit.
student loans back starting this summer.
Yeah, tell me some more.
Yeah, what about our friends that were like, fuck Biden?
Yeah.
We gotta, he's not gonna get rid of my student loans. Now you're gonna have your check garnished.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they ain't playing no games. Like, hey,
He
run
coming
that.
for your money. Like that. That's how I always
And
felt
it's the- and
about
it's-
Trump.
That's
And
another
it's
thing
the
that I saw
working
in
man
that
money.
bill. That I saw in that bill was they're revoking the president's right to or power to cancel debt. They're expanding all his other powers, but to cancel debt, they're trying to put that into legislation that the president cannot do that.
It's like he fighting past administrations or whatever.
He going to future administrations. He's doing like how the bill, like the no tax on tips, that's only 3 years. These
I seen AOC talking about that shit. She was like, some of that shit that some of the people like, she like that shit has a window of 4 years or less.
yeah,
But the shit that's really gonna fuck people is permanent.
permanent. So he's looking out for it because what you're gonna have is a Democratic president come in and have a majority of Congress and the House to overturn this shit.
And you gotta and then you have to keep that. Because it's feel like the voting public or the people who do actually get out, like it's so like it just swings back and forth a little bit too much for. I know this country to be fairly progressive, but shit, they showed me something as of late.
Stupid. We're going back. We're going backward. We're stupid, man. We're cutting education. That whole Doge shit.
And then for the people who are
sliced education.
facts, and then for the people who are kind of smart enough to understand, it's something about like politics that like I don't know what the trick was, but it got people turned off from it to where people don't even want to show up to even vote.
Exactly.
And then like, well, maybe we needed a time like this to be like, you know what, I ain't gonna watch this shit happen no more.
It's gonna wake some people up, I think. It's gonna wake some people up.
But if you ask me, man, it's an inside job from both sides from the top. But because this shit it just don't make sense to me as far as how it even came to pass or to fruition that like this could even happen. Like, because if you, in my mind, I think for Biden to be at stage 4 of his diagnosis, like y'all knew that shit.
Well, everybody knew. That's what tripped me out about the debate. People was like, "Oh my God, he can't talk right." Bitch, it's been 4 years he can't talk right. The fuck are you talking
Didn't
about?
just start tonight.
And they're like, "Oh, we got to replace him. I was against that shit because it's too fucking late.
And then whoever the head of the DNC is, and that they just did not do a good job of putting up a proper candidate.
They're
They
horrible.
did.
They're
And
horrible.
it just
They're at fault.
they waited too late, and they knew people were mad at the.
Come on, man. Bernie was right there. Elizabeth Warren was right there. Like you had, but I guess they felt like coming off of Trump, they needed somebody that wasn't as far left as those two were. So they wanted somebody that was kind of middle.
And why y'all just didn't use Biden clone?
Who is that?
Several people.
They should have done it after his first.
We back.
We back, nigga. We out. This is the outro. This is the outro.
All right.
Final thoughts.
You know what time it is. Like we always do. Final thoughts, fellas.
Hey man, free the genius. Fuck bitches, get money.
Okay.
That's nice.
Not necessarily in that order, but go ahead.
Yeah. However you
Free
want
the
to do
genius
it.
first, all the time.
I'll say
Get money, then fuck bitches.
Get your damn insurance right, because it's about to be bad. These laws are changing as we speak. Get as much coverage as you possibly can that you can afford. Get the supplemental. Get the supplemental.
Yeah, my final thought is basically part of the last little segment is that Kamala got for being part of the last administration. Like she was part of the last administration, and then y'all want her to be the next president, knowing people don't fuck with the last administration. Bad deal.
You did good, nigga. He did damn good, nigga.
He was like, and scene.
Cause Mario, like we gonna find our thoughts, and he will make that shit another topic damn near every fucking week.
Fuck all you talking about with that music shit. We're about to talk about this shit.
But he saw you tap me though. He's like, okay, let me
chill.
And scene. Cut. Hey, you know what I say? Show love to your ancestors. Give blessings. Give love. It's the good homies. We out.
Love.